Hello, I'm Mike Richie, District Administrator for the Northland Pines School District, and welcome to my April videocast. As you can see, I'm outside and we have a huge snowbank behind us. The reason for being out here today is to talk to you a little bit about snow days and inclement weather days. Very interesting year this year in the state of Wisconsin. The Northland Pines School District had 6 inclement weather days, and many districts across the state had the same, either 5 or 6 days. In Northland Pines, we had 2 actual snow days where the roads were too bad because of snow conditions, and we had 4 days that were as a result of cold weather. And what I want to talk to you today about is, what goes into calling a snow day or canceling school because of weather conditions. First of all, we need to talk a little bit about what the law is in the state of Wisconsin. Now, as we speak and as we do this video cast, the current law could be changed. And what the law is right now is every school district must schedule 180 days. However, once you start school, you must meet for 175 days. So as a result of that, technically 5 days could be forgiven because of bad weather. However, there's another part to the law that states you must meet a certain number of hours of instruction. For students in grades 1 through 6, it's 1,050 hours of instruction, and for students in grades 7 through 12, it's 1,137 hours. And so what you need to do is you need to make sure you meet those hours of instruction. Now, what the new law is going to say, hopefully by next year, is they're going to eliminate the 180-day requirement, keep it in place the hours of instruction. When we decide that, yeah, we're going to have a snow day, here's kind of how we make that decision. First, let's talk about actual snow days. I monitor the forecast very closely. I am up very early in the morning and checking out the weather, checking out the radar, looking at our local weather stations, and I'm in close contact with our bus contractor as we discuss road conditions and what the forecast is going to be throughout the day. Also, what plays a big part of that is when does the snow actually stop? So we have, in our district, we're about 500 square miles, and what we have to do is we have to get our buses out into all these different pockets of our district. So it may look fine in one area, but 30 miles from Eagle River, if you're in the northwest corner of our district, it may not be so nice and the roads may not be cleared. And so we have to look at the entire district, not just one piece of the district. And we would try to err on the side of safety. So if we feel it's too dangerous, after consultation, talking to our bus contractor, talking to could be people that are out plowing the roads, could be the sheriff's department, could be other superintendents, we make a decision. We try to make that decision early so parents have plenty of time to be able to find a place for their children to go or any daycare needs. The other scenario that we find is cold weather. We don't have a straightforward policy that states at this temperature school will be canceled. We look at the air temperature, we look at the wind chill. And basically what we try to do is when you have a combination of temperature with wind, when we hit that 40 to 45 degree below zero with wind, chances are very good we're going to cancel school. There's obviously a safety reason is a huge factor for the children and the students. All of our buses run on diesel fuel, and as we get anywhere below 20 below without the wind, sometimes the buses have a hard time making it through the route, and we have to keep our buses running, obviously. And so we look at a number of things, and again, we want to make sure that our students are safe. Parents, please remember, when we have cold weather in the forecast, snow in the forecast, wind chill in the forecast, please remember to dress your child appropriately at the bus stops, because what happens is the buses could be delayed a little bit. It will take longer. They have to go slower, and so your child may be out at their bus stop a little bit longer than the usual amount of time. Also, parents, you have the choice. If you feel that the roads were unsafe, it was too cold, but we do have school on that day, you always have the choice to keep your child at home because of safety reasons. But again, we take this decision very seriously, and we try always to err on the side of safety. How do we contact parents? How do we let the media know that there's no school? Well, a few years ago, we implemented a rapid communication system in our district. From my home early in the morning, I can go onto my computer and I can program our automated phone system to call all of the parents, all of our staff, all of our bus drivers from within our district. And also that system allows me to call their landline, call their cell phones, and send them an email. And so it's a very good system where in a matter of minutes we can get the word out to all the parents. We also use our media. We use Facebook, we use Twitter, we use our website, and we continue to call the local radio, TV stations, and the sheriff's department, and we will make a phone call to those areas or those different media sources. When it comes to looking at how do we make up these snow days because of these inclement weather days, because this year, although we had 6, to be within our minutes, we must make up 3 of those 6 days. We already made up one of those days. In February, we canceled an in-service that we had scheduled, and we had classes, so that takes care of 1 day. We're also going to extend the school year out 1 day, so the last day of school will now officially be Wednesday, June 11th. That takes care of the 2nd snow day. And for the 3rd snow day that we're going to make up, we're going to be adding 10 minutes to the morning beginning on April 7th. So beginning the 4th quarter, the first day of the 4th quarter, classes will actually start 10 minutes earlier here at Northland Pines, and that first class will begin at 8:15 beginning April 7th. That will allow us to count 1 more day by the time we end the 4th quarter. So again, by law, to meet our hours of instruction, we must make up 3 of the 6 days. And so what this weather did to us this year is technically we did lose 3 days of instruction. What's on tap for next year? Well, the school board just approved for next year to allow our district to have a 2-hour delay if need be. And what that will do is, if it's a very cold morning but the forecast is looking like it's going to warm up, we would be able to start school 2 hours later than normal. That would give us some time to get the buses going, and hopefully if it would warm up a little bit, it would be much better for our buses out on those routes. And so we're going to watch that for next year, and we will again give parents plenty of notice when we start the school year that you may want to have a backup plan. You might want to have a plan for your children if we have an all-day school cancellation, but also you'll need a plan B if we have a 2-hour weather delay next year, so you'll have to find and make arrangements for your children for that 2-hour delayed start. If you want updated information, current information, always go to our website, because we keep our website updated, and that is the best place to get very accurate and current information. So I hope you enjoyed the April Videocast. What goes into deciding if we're going to have school or not. It's a situation that, as a superintendent, those decisions can be hard, and we don't like having to cancel school. I know parents, you don't want your children home, you want them in school, but we live in Wisconsin. We have to deal with the weather, and you know, there's nothing we can do about it. So my advice on a snow day or cold weather day is enjoy it, and have your kids read. If they're home all day, don't let them play videos all day. Make them at least do some reading so they can get some instructional benefit out of being home for that day. Hope you have a great spring, and let's hope for warm weather soon. Thank you.